If you're on a boat that has a Man Overboard module and you want to know what's inside and how it works, this video is for you. Jeff here with Nettle Reef with another boating how-to video. If you're new to the Nettle Reef channel, please consider subscribing. The recovery of someone overboard requires crew that are familiar with the procedures on their boat and familiar with the equipment that's on board. In this video, we'll familiarize you with Man Overboard equipment. Today we're here on DD-214, a J105 sailboat owned by veterans on deck. I'm with James, Angelina, and Richard. Richard's going overboard later. You don't want to miss that. We're all veterans and all volunteers with Veterans on Deck.
Veterans on Deck is a locally run nonprofit sailing program in Charleston, South Carolina that provides sailing opportunities to both veterans and active duty service members several times a week. If you would like to sail with Veterans on Deck or if you would like to donate to Veterans on Deck, please click the link below.
We have a new Man Overboard module that James is holding.
This is the Switlik Man Overboard Module 8-S.
We do some coastal offshore racing, and this equipment's required by U.S. sailing safety equipment regulations. But this equipment is not just for racing or offshore sailing.
The equipment is good to have on board in the event any crew member goes overboard, no matter what type of boat, where you're at, or when it happens.
James, what's inside the Man Overboard module?
Great question, Jeff. There's 3 sections. When deployed, all 3 immediately release and drop into the water. There's a pylon, a flotation device for the person overboard, and a sea anchor that are all connected. The pylon is automatically inflated by a CO2 cartridge and identifies the location of the person overboard. The top of the pylon floats 6 feet above the water and has an automatic light, making it easy to see from the boat. The pylon also identifies the position of the flotation device for the person overboard so that they can swim to it. The flotation device, automatically inflated by a CO2 cartridge, provides flotation for the person overboard and keeps them near the pylon for retrieval. The flotation device has straps with rings for easy connection to a halyard or other lines to lift the overboard person out of the water if necessary. The sea anchor keeps the pylon and flotation device from being blown downwind and near the overboard person.
Angelina, how do we mount this on the boat?
Jeff, this is how it's done. It must be installed vertically in an easy-to-reach location that is free of obstructions. We're going to mount it to the stern pulpit here. A good location is at a T of horizontal and vertical sections of a stern pulpit. It comes with a cord to lace it on, like a shoe. A concern we have is that if the cord breaks or the knot becomes untied, the module will fall off to be lost to the sea. We're going to attach it with 8 cable ties like this. If one should break, the other 7 will still be holding it.
This looks really secure.
Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere.
That looks great. So if we had a person overboard, how would we deploy this?
Jeff, it needs to be done quickly so that the equipment is near the person overboard. And the equipment works like this. You pull up the red flap and you pull straight up the red inflatable tab.
Hey Jeff, what are we going to do with the old one?
Well, it was made in 2004. It came with a boat. They need to be serviced periodically, but it's sufficiently old that it can't be serviced anymore. So we really don't have any use for it. I guess we'll just get rid of it.
Can we activate it so we can see how it works?
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Wow, this is going to be awesome.
Go.
Man overboard.
The person overboard swims to the flotation horseshoe, and the driver maneuvers the boat back to the pylon. The Man Overboard Module is the rendezvous point for the recovery.
Okay. Earlier, James mentioned these lifting straps, which can be used to recover a person overboard.
The method of recovery depends on the boat, the sea state, and other situational circumstances, including the health of the person overboard.
In calm seas, possibly the easiest way to recover a healthy person may be a swim ladder such as this.
In heavier seas, a stern recovery may be dangerous due to the up and downward motion of the transom of the boat.
In these conditions, or if the person is injured, a midship recovery may be safer, and that's where the lifting rings come in.
During a midship recovery, you'll use a halyard or other line. You'll connect it to the D-rings of the lifting straps like this.
If the person overboard is injured, a second person may have to enter the water to help in the recovery, but that person should have a life jacket and should be tethered securely to a line.
And the person overboard is hauled up.
Safely back on board.
I hope you found this helpful. Please give it a like, leave a comment, and share it with your fellow sailors.